Here's a close-up of the rose bouquet flowers, and I thought I would tell you what the colors are. This one is grenadine, and this one is a deep rose color. This one's magenta. This is cream. White would also look really good in these. This one is baby pink, and then this one's the magenta again. And other colors are scarlet that would look great, and then there's a fluorescent neon pink that might be interesting. So let's get started. First I'm going to show you how to make the rose here, and then we'll make the stem, and then you just sew the stem to the back of the rose like that. So I'm going to be using the baby pink, and to get started all you do is chain 4. So you make a slip knot, and then you chain 4, and then you slip stitch in the first chain to form a ring. So to do that, I've got my chain 4 there, and you slip stitch in there, bring that up and bring that through here, and then you chain 2, and you work 8 half double crochets into the center of the ring. So right there. And then whenever I do this, I also work over the end of my starting chain. So I'm going to work a half double crochet right into the center of the ring like this 8 times. Whoops, I got to yarn over first. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, the reason why I like working over the end of my starting chain is because I can pull it like this and tighten up the center. Okay, now the directions don't tell you to join your round, so, and it's kind of gonna go, let me see if you can see it best here. It's kind of gonna go in a spiral. So now on round 2, you just chain 2, and you skip 2 half double crochets, and you slip stitch in the back of the next half double crochet. So 1 and 2. And you want to count your first chain 2 as a half double crochet right there. So you're going to skip 1 and 2, and then it says to slip stitch in the back of the next one. So basically it's the third one. So to slip stitch in the back, this is the half double crochet stitch right here, and you're going to have to turn it towards you and work in the back of the stitch and try to pick up like 2 loops back there. One loop will be a little bit too loose, so I'll go in that loop right there, and then I'll pick up this loop right here. And then I'm going to yarn over like that, and then I'm going to bring that through that loop right there. So now it says to chain 2 again, skip the next 2 half double crochets. So I'm going to go over here and look at it from the front. I want to skip that one, and then I'm going to go in this one, but I got to go in the back like this. I'm just going to pick up these 2 strands right here. I'm going to insert my hook like that, yarn over, bring that through, and bring that through the loop on my hook. Then I'm going to chain 2 again and do that one more time. So on the front side, I'm going to skip this one and this one, and I'm going to slip stitch in the back of the next half double crochet stitch right there. And I'm picking up 2 strands on the back side, and I'm going to bring that through here. So you're going to end up with 3 chain 2 spaces, which is what I have. Right there, there, and there. So now it says to work a half double crochet, 2 double crochets, and a half double crochet and a single crochet in the next chain 2 space 3 times. So I'm going to do a half. This is like building the petals. So now I'm working into those chain 2 spaces. I'm going to push these stitches forward so I can have access to my chain 2 spaces. So I'm going to work a half double crochet, 2 double crochets, and a half double crochet and a single crochet in each chain 2 space around. So that's a petal right there. So then I'm going to do a half, 2 doubles, a half again, and a single, and that's the second petal right there. So now I'm going to do a half. I'm pushing this stuff forward so I can get access to the loop, the chain 2 loop. Now I'm going to do 2 doubles, and then a half, and then a single in that space. So now I have round 3 complete, and I have 3 petals. Now I'm going to have to create chain loops again around the back, and this time I'm going to chain 3, and it says slip stitch in the back of the first double crochet. So I'm going to go into my petal, and here is my first double crochet right here, and I need to slip stitch in the back of that double crochet. So again, I want to grab a couple of strands in the back, and I'm going to do a slip stitch right there, and then I'm going to do that to each petal with a chain 3 in between. So I'm going to chain 3. I'm going to go to my next petal. That's the half double crochet stitch right there, but I want the double crochet stitch right there. So I've got, this is what I want to go into, so I'm going to turn it and go back here, go underneath a couple of strands with my hook like that, and then yarn over, bring that through, and bring that through the loop on my hook like that, and then chain 3 again, and then go into the next petal, same way, find the double crochet in the front first, then turn it towards you so you can see the back, go underneath 2 strands of the back of the double, bring that out, bring that out. Now we're going to add 1 loop. So you chain 3, and it says to slip stitch in the next single crochet. So what you want to do is you skip this single crochet here of the petal. So the next single crochet would be the last single crochet of that petal you just worked in. So just behind there you go into the back of that single crochet, and you pick up 2 strands, bring that through, and bring that through the loop on your hook. So now in this round you're going to have 4 loops in the back. So now in round 5 you work half double crochet, 2 doubles, a half, and a single for the petals all the way around. So you do a half, 2 doubles, a half, and a single, and you do that all the way around. So now I'm going to do a half, 2 doubles, a half, and a single. Then you're going to do a half, 2 doubles, a half, and a single. So you're going to land up with 4 petals on this round. And then you do a half, 2 doubles, a half, and a single. Okay, so now that is the end of round 5. So now you just alternate back and forth from doing petals to chains behind the petals to create the rows. And now in round 6 you want to do the same thing that you did in round 4. Basically it's like a repeat. So I'm going to chain 3 and slip stitch slip stitch in the first double crochet of the petal. So here's my first petal here. Here's the first double crochet of that petal. So I'm going to find it in the front, turn it to the back, go underneath 2 strands and slip stitch around those 2 strands, chain 3, and just keep doing that on each petal. Once you understand how this works, it goes a lot faster. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to the next petal. I got the first double crochet of that petal. I'm going to go underneath 2 of the strands in the back with a slip stitch, chain 3. So now I'm going to have, I gotta keep going, chain 3. Here's the next double crochet, go underneath that one. Alright, so now when you get down to the end, you're building in an extra one, so you chain 3 and you go in the back of that single crochet of the last petal you're working in, like that. So now when you turn it around, you'll see that now you have 5 chain 3 loops right here. So now you're going to have 5 petals instead of 4. So then for the petal now, it changes a little bit because it gets bigger, and it's going to be 3 doubles instead of 2. So all it is half double crochet, 3 doubles, half, and a single. So it's the same in every chain 3 space. So half, 2, 3, and then half double crochet, single. So I'm going to go really fast around here, and it'll be like fast forward. So it's the same petal that I've been showing you. So I have a half, 3 doubles. So I do a half and a single, and then a half and the next one, 3 doubles, 3 half, and then the next one. No, I got to do my single over there, and then half, 3 doubles, okay, so I got 3 doubles, a half, and a single at the end. Okay, so that is the end of round 7, and as you can see, it's growing a little bit each round, and it's kind of spiraling. Okay, now on round 8, we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And same thing, we're going to slip stitch in the back of the first double crochet. So you just go back here. And then chain 4. Go to the next petal, find the first double crochet, and go around that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're building the chains for the last petal round now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to the next petal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now at the last one, I worked in that first double of that petal. I'm going to do slip stitch around the last single of that petal, like that. So now I have 6 loops, and now I'm going to work half double crochet. All right, where am I? Half double crochet and 4 double crochets, so the petal is bigger. 3, 4, and then a half, and a single. So you do that same petal all the way around 6 times. Okay, just did all half double crochets there. See, by using higher stitches, it makes it curve up for the petal. 3, 4, and then a half, and then a single. So you repeat that all the way around like that, and then until you finish your rows. And then you just join with a slip stitch to the first stitch and sew in your ends. And then your flower will be done. And now I'm going to show you how to do these wires. So I have 18 gauge wire here that's really long, and you may want to just cut this in half before you start. And you fold over 1.5 inches of the wire and you twist it a little bit, and then you just join your worsted weight yarn. You might want to switch to a smaller hook, I think would be better. So I am going to switch to an F. I'm going to put a slip knot on my hook like this, and then I'm going to join with a single crochet to the loop. This is a new one on me, but I love it. So I have a slip knot on my hook. You go in here, insert your hook through that loop, you yarn over, bring that up, yarn over, and draw through 2 to make a single crochet. Isn't that awesome? I love this. And this is going to be in the back of the flower, so you don't need a whole lot of stitches on here. So you just do enough. Let's say you just do that many. And then you're going to crochet right over the wire. So I'm going to go right over the side of the wire like this. And do that. So you just work single crochet all the way down the length of the wire. You cover up that little twist there. Like that. So you just work crochet stitches all the way down the length of the wire that you want, and then you finish off and just take a needle and sew your ends back into the single crochet stitches. And then you want to sew the one end onto the back of your rows, and then you want it where you end down here, you want to bend these so that the stitches don't come out. And then when you finished off here, you just sewed your ends in. So that's how you make the rose bouquet flowers. I think they're lovely. So I want to thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoy our videos, and make sure that you subscribe to our channel. Strands, there's the first one, second one, third one, and fourth one. And these are the 2 that I'm going to go under for the next one. Over the whole strand of yarn, and then pull that strand of yarn all the way through. And then just for extra security,